hopefully I can drive it to work today. All right, first shakedown drive of my B-Swap Civic Coupe. I'm a bit nervous and a bit excited. All right, started up good. And, uh-oh, what am I hitting? All right, let's try that again. Clutch catch is really low. I might be driving this thing to work. We'll see. All right, here we go. Definitely got to put the rest of the motor mounts on. Speedometer works, no check engine lights. I wish I had gauges, so I'd like to see the oil pressure and watch the oil come to temperature, watch the coolant come to real temperature. The gauge on the car just kind of roughly to show you the car is warm and whatnot. But hey, I can't complain about this one bit. I mean, there's still some stuff to iron out, but yeah, I think I'm gonna see if I can get the other mounts on. And it's funny, that exhaust doesn't sound all that bad. And I would like to reiterate, after driving in two cars, my WRX and my Mark IV Golf, that have stock suspensions, Function Informed Type 1 is a great coilover for a daily. These feel great. And they've been in for going on 2 years now, maybe 3. I'm not gonna get on it because I don't really trust this engine yet, but it's already doing what I wanted this engine to do. Run. So, kinda happy. No podcast today, just enjoying the engine and listening to the way it sounds. And listening for any issues. If this engine gets me back and forth to work and doesn't burn oil such that I have to top it off 3 times between oil changes, it's already better than my last engine. So we'll see if that happens. Got me thinking now, I can do all the B-Series things to this car. You know, all the bushings and the seals and the upgrades that make it more robust. And I'm already leaning towards building the other B18 instead of the D16. I'm waiting to merge onto the highway. All right, here we go. So I'm on the highway. I set cruise. Cruise is working. It should, but I'm just happy that it is. I'm not gonna push it in the slow lane for now. Moving over to the fast lane. Only because somebody got really slow in front of me. Ah, they were trying to merge off. I'm gonna get back in the slow lane. So I'm cruising. My B-Swap. Still a few things to do. I need a hose clamp on the intake coupling that makes it up to the throttle body. The secondary, the transmission, the secondary mounts, not the main motor mounts, but the secondary mounts, I'm gonna put those on because I did feel like the engine was pitching a bit, but yeah, we're rolling. And the heat is working way better. The little cable that opens and closes the valve, I guess the last time I was messing around in there, I forgot to connect it. So my heat never blew as hot as I thought it should. Oh, now it's toasty. And it's cold today, so yeah, boy. So I made it to work. Uneventful, so uneventful. I listened to a podcast on the way. Got a lot of things to button up and, you know, tidy up, but I'm very happy. Today at work is going to be good no matter what. So I drove it today to work. It made it 50 miles, a little more than 50 miles. And yeah, I'm definitely going to do something about the exhaust. That's really the only pressing issue. I'm going to drain the water and actually put some coolant in it. And yeah, odds and ends, I will be making this thing nice. The second day I drove it to work, I stopped at the gas station to get gas, and after I filled up, it wouldn't start. Turned over really strong, but it wouldn't start. So I think that is the coolant temperature sensor. So I ordered one, and I'm gonna swap it in tonight. And the exhaust still has some issues. This is the original exhaust, and the other one, I got it to kind of mount up, but it is really loud, and I don't like it. So I may order a new one, or I may see if there are things I can do to this one to make it better. So this is the one I ordered from Advanced, and this is what it looks like. And unfortunately, it lives right there underneath the distributor on this B18. So I'm going to unplug it and see if I can get in there and take it off. Should be pretty straightforward. Now I should lose a bit of coolant, but I'm gonna try and be quick. Yeah, I lost some coolant, but not too much. And go ahead and hook it back up. Seems like a good fit. I hope it is the solution. And I'm going to take care of some regular maintenance. These spark plugs are of unknown condition. The wires, as you can see, are mismatched. So I got some new spark plug wires, new spark plugs, and a new filter. Because I don't think anybody wants to run with this guy. I'm going to go ahead and do the spark plugs first, because they're the most difficult. I mean, they're easy, but for what I'm doing, they're the most difficult of the three things. These are the spark plugs I got, and they should be gapped at 0.044 inches. So I'm going to check the gap real quick. And 0.044 is a no-go, and 0.040 is. So it's between 0.04 and 0.044. So I may open it a little bit, or let me see if I have a different gauge. And if 0.043 goes in, I'm going to leave it. All right, so I'm going to adjust it out just a smidge. See where we're at. Oh, we're right there. 0.044. Just barely can get in. I think that'll do it. So I'm gonna do the same thing with the rest. All right, all the spark plugs are gapped. Let's go ahead and check them out. Starting with numero uno. Ew. Yeah, this one does not want to come out. All right, I hope it doesn't give me any issue, because that is not the way spark plugs should come out. Oh, that's just disgusting. That is nasty. And it's definitely overdue. At least it was the right kind of spark plug. I wonder if this car was submerged at some point, because that is nasty. I'm gonna put this in, but you know what? Let me take a look at it first. Yeah, it is nasty in there. So I'm gonna try and clean it out a little bit. That is disgusting. Unknown engines. The joy of unknown engines. So I shoved the towel all the way down in there, and I'm twisting it with a screwdriver, and that seems to be working. These first two look worse than these two, but I'm gonna do this with all of them. Let me see if I can give you a view. Yeah, that's not bad. You see how that's clean? And look at that. That one is kind of nasty. So I'm gonna get them all like that, and then put the new spark plugs in. Yes. All right, so now that I got the first one clean, I'm gonna go ahead and put the new spark plug in. All right, how nasty is this one gonna be? Just as nasty. This is the way they all looked. Now, oil can get past the seals, but this looks like something else was going on. A bigger problem like a head gasket leak, or the donor car got submerged at some point. When I was cleaning out the last spark plug hole, the spark plug gasket came out on my towel. So I'm gonna have to go back and check the other ones and make sure the gaskets came out with the spark plugs, because either the spark plugs were over tightened or they've just been in there for so long. Thankfully, the gasket was on that one. And thankfully, the gasket was on the other three. It was just that one where the gasket stayed in there. What are the chances? All right, torque wrench time. 156 inch-pounds is what it calls for from the manual, so that's what it's gonna get. And these are the spark plug wires that I'm using. NGKs, 8041, whatever the rest of the numbers are. Yeah, these are the ones. And I didn't know this was gonna be the case, but they are actually numbered, which is really cool. So one should be the longest, and it is. So 1, 2, 3, and quattro. And I can go ahead and take these off because I know the B18 distributor firing order, it is 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's how I'm gonna hook them up. They actually look and feel like quality wires. They're almost twice the house brand. And you know what? Why not route them nicely? I have all the hardware, which I don't always have on my little Hondas. So I'm gonna try and make them look nice, because that's the way they're supposed to be. Okay, it doesn't look as cool as a VTEC B18, but that blue and that green does kind of look cool. And I don't even like that green. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the filter now. This will be super duper easy as long as what I ordered is the right size. And it is not the right size, so I'm gonna send it back. Yeah, so this is a 2.5 inch tube. I measured it and I thought I spec'd out the right one, but I guess I didn't. So back to the drawing board. So that's it for tonight. Till next time, gotta figure out what is the right filter size. So unfortunately, I still don't have the right filter, but I'm gonna top off the coolant, let it get up to temperature, the thermostat open and close a couple times, and see if it starts back up when it's hot. It actually sounds so much better now. Wow. Yeah, I'm liking this bad boy. So it's been running a while. It's up to temp, so I'm gonna turn it off and see if I can restart it successfully. All right, let's see. Will it crank right back up? It did, so I'm hoping that solved the problem. I'm going to go ahead and drive it to work today. Tonight, I'm gonna drive the Civic, hopefully with a quieter exhaust. I got this from private label manufacturing. Some of you may know what it is. One gasket. The other side doesn't need a gasket. It has the little donut. So this is supposed to be adjustable. Let's see. So yeah, oh my God, that is awfully big. I'm not confident that's gonna fit. That is ginormous. But it has a cat, it's adjustable, so it can fit whatever orientation my Honda exhaust has. But yeah, that looks awfully big to fit. I wonder if I just spec'd it wrong. So while I was under here, I noticed a coolant leak. I'll have to find it. Yeah, this thing, oh man, it is not gonna fit. This is so weird. I did not know it was gonna be so huge. So I put the little donut on, see if that makes things any different. No, dadgummit, I knew I was gonna drive this tonight. I'm tempted just to put the old setup back on and try and make it work. But as far as the leak, I think it comes from up there. You see that little drip? So I am gonna go investigate it. Since I know I'm gonna chop this, get that filter to work, I'm gonna take the intake off because it'll give me a better look at where that leak is. Yeah, I think I measured. I'm gonna cut this bad boy. So that I feel like I made some progress tonight, I'm gonna go ahead and cut this because it's just a pipe and it was made for the Integra, but with this filter, it doesn't fit. So I'm gonna cut it so that it will fit. Yeah, so if I cut it right here, just in front of the sticker, it should fit. I didn't get it on camera, but this made it a lot faster, and it's not straight. But it'll work until I decide what I want to do. I'm gonna have to do more than rinse this out because there's a bit of oil in here and some of the shavings stuck to it. I'm probably going harder than I need to go with this. Oh, nope, I can still see dirt. Might as well, there it is. Might as well get it all the way clean. Now that is clean. Well, I was cleaning it because I cut it and there was some shards, and now the shards are gone. But now I want the dirt out, or the oil vapor. Now that's clean, baby.
Now that's clean.
I'll take this sticker off. Try to anyway. Bet this stuff will get this off too. It's like super glue gone. Kind of. All right. Let's see if this fits the bill. Not perfect, but the hood will close and it fits. So now I feel like I made a little bit of progress. I think what I'm gonna do is go back to private label manufacturing site and see if there's another solution. Or I can buy a header that fits that flange. I don't wanna do that because that's more money I wanna spend, but I mean, I could run with the old stuff, it just doesn't fit. But what will fit is an exhaust that is made for my car. I'll be installing that in the next video. If you'd like to follow along, hit subscribe. If you'd like to see the things I've already done to my Civic, check out my playlist. Thanks for watching. Take care.